Bringing one's partner home for Christmas is a big task for families that take the holidays seriously. Many consider this a good time to introduce their partners to the family and seek the approval. Thus begins a steady preparation of learning the likes, dislikes, traditions, and more, all to appease their significant other's family. But what if the cultures are entirely different? That brings a whole new set of things to watch out for. Norway has its own set of traditions and cultural customs to follow during the Christmas festivities. For families who have followed those for years and years, it will definitely be a challenge to accept a change or a difference in their usual way of celebrations. So is the case with Thea's family. Thea and Jashan have been dating for a while, and shortly before Christmas, Jashan proposes to Thea. Thea does not answer a complete yes, but agrees with the engagement. She invites Jashan over to Norway to celebrate Christmas with her family and announce the engagement. She fails to inform Jashan that her family does not know that he is Indian. Jashan is surprised but carries on with his cheerful attitude. Throughout the days leading to Christmas, Jashan actively partakes in Thea's family's traditions in order to get them to like him. But the poor guy's efforts fall short. Not his fault though. Partly he was unaware of half the things happening around him, and partly his overenthusiasm takes him down. Dating is not for everyone, after all. Like every rom-com, there has to be a guy who would pose as a challenge to the main lead. And for that we have Thea's ex and her neighbor Jørgen. Her mother thinks highly of Jørgen. Jashan, being a true blue Indian, does not take lightly to this and attempts to do everything in his power to get Thea's mother on his side. All this while, we see that Thea does not fully support Jashan's endeavors. There are things half said and many things unsaid between them. She's not announcing the engagement to her family either. All this hints at her own doubt, which starts the moment she doesn't give a definitive answer to Jashan's proposal. Thea needs a wake-up call to see things clearly. This is where we have our classic separation of the leads, which makes them realize how much truly in love they are. Thea realizes her mistakes and goes after Jashan. Overall, Christmas as Usual is a usual rom-com that you would expect. Except, this time things take an international turn and we are presented with a clash of two cultures, ideals, and even taste palettes. We, as audience, get to glimpse into the Norwegian Christmas traditions. Since most of the story happens inside Thea's house, the warmth and cozy feeling emanates just from seeing the comforting fireplaces and spaces which hold character and stories. The Nordic landscapes are beautiful to see with the pristine white snow glistening in the sun. As the movie progresses, one gets to know more and more about the Nordic traditions, learn a few Norwegian words, and also support Thea and Jashan's story. The romance element feels slightly amiss though, because Thea seems distant from Jashan for most of the movie. Even in the introduction, we are directly shown Jashan proposing to Thea, without much of a background about how they met, started dating, and started living together. Since there's no adequate preamble, the rom in this com seems to be skipping at places. Kenan Gill as Jashan is a delight to see on screen. His portrayal of the slightly awkward but lovable Jashan is adequate for a rom-com of this caliber. To speak in today's terms, he is a green flag. He does everything to get Thea's family approve of him. His ways of acting out also feel cute. To the uninitiated, Kenan Gill is a popular Indian comedian who has also written movies like Achar and Company. Ida as Thea is another great addition to the cast, for she is fairly known for her impressive skills in the regional Norwegian media. Christmas as Usual is written and directed by Petter Holmsen, who took inspiration from his sister Mia and her husband Akshay's love story. Coming from two different cultures, Mia and Akshay had their fair set of challenges before they eventually got married in 2022.